What's going on, friends? This is Future Automation, a place where imagination meets reality, and you're listening to Tejas. So, guys, in previous video, we have seen Amazon Automation Part 2, and we have dealt with how to add a product in the cart and proceed to checkout. So, those who are new to this video can check the previous video. And today we are going to deal with Amazon Automation Part 3. So, with a cup of coffee, let's get started. So guys, in previous video, as I have explained, we can use Selenium to add a product into a cart and we can proceed to the placing order part section. Now, as I have explained, only till selecting the address, and we will someday cover the payment section and also how to finally place the full order track. But now that is not a part to consider in this particular series, because you are having pretty enough knowledge to figure it out. But anyhow, I'm going to complete the series, complete that part soon. But now we are going to deal with Amazon Automation Part 3. That is, we are going to track the product and we are going to get all the data and send it to the mail. So without any hustle, and if you are putting it in a headless mode with some kind of scheduling, then your products will be tracked without even you having to go physically in the Amazon and to track the product. Although you will get all the details on mail, so you can just directly check the mail. So first we'll see the output and then we'll go to the explanation part. Now, those who are again new to the channel, as well as those who have not watched the previous videos that I have made, you can go and check ahead the stocks using Python series, which is having the sending email part, which I'm not going to explain in this video. So you can just go ahead and check that first, and then you can come back and start from where you have stopped the video. Link will be in the description, so don't forget to do that. Let's go for it. And wait for it. Okay, so here we are going to go with the same procedure again. Till login, most of the part will be similar. We have to go to the, we have to perform the action change, we have to log into the Amazon Automation, and from there, based upon what your requirement, the whole thing changes again. Because in previous video we were going to search a product, we were going to look for whether that product is available in the market. Somehow we have put a validation of whether they are showing the pricing or not, and then we are going to add that product in the cart. Now here you can see that we have went to the returns and order section. From there we have went to the first product and we have clicked on the tracking. Then we have clicked on the see all updates section, and then we have seen this update. Now here you can see that still the programming is running, because it is waiting to fetch all the data and it is trying to send me the mail. Now here you can see that email sent successfully. We have got a success message from this program saying that yes, email has been sent. So we can go to the log account that I have used to create send a mail. Now the same account is sending the mail to same account again, because there was no any possibility that I will create another account. I have just used same account. Now here you can see all the details of the tracking are being shown here. You can check that from bottom to up. Here we can see the tracking, that is the package has been shipped to the part where the package has been delivered. So here you can see that we have got the mail. Now those who want to go a step further, they can try using HTML templates to send the mail. There are few libraries that you can add and you can send the HTML template format to the mail, and that will give you a more readable and more attractive approach in the mailing, so that you can read the tracking part easily. So that's all that I needed to show you as a execution. Now let's go to the explanation part. So the first part will be, we need to click on the return and order section. So let's go to the home page of Amazon. So when you log into the Amazon, you will get to this page, that is basically the home page. Now here you need to go ahead and click on this returns and order. So again we can go on this and we can click on inspect and here you can copy the uh, whole stuff. Here you can take the XPath of this particular element and you can paste it here. So that will be pretty easy enough for those who have already watched it. Now I know that I'm explaining the same things again and again in all the Selenium videos, but that's because the process of accessing an element is pretty similar in all the scenarios, but each objective is having different kind of approach, different kind of execution, or maybe you can say different kind of supporting files. Now here you can see that I have used the mail section here. So here you can see that I have used the mail.py file that I have already created previously for that stock using Python. So here you can see I have created a function send email, which will take an input as subject and message, and it will send the mail using SMTP server. So that was pretty it. Next to that we are going to go with the track package. We are going to click on this track package button. So we need again the element information about this. So you can again right click on this, take the XPath, and you can go ahead and click on the track package. Now here you need to understand that to check all the details of the tracking, we have to click on this see all updates. So here you can get a short information like whether it is shipped, whether it is not, what is the status. But to get the full information you need to click on this. So you have to take again the XPath from here, and then you can just click on this. Now this was the pretty tricky part here. I'll just show you 1 minute. So this was one of the most tricky part initially when I was working on this video. So here you need to understand what all things you are going to access here. Now first you need to click on this see all updates, and then you need to access the container. Now to access the container here, let me just show you 1 minute. This part, you can click on this tool, you can go ahead and try to access the whole thing here. So let me just, okay, back. If you are not able to find the exact element, you can just go ahead and uh, scroll up down so that you can get the container or the whatever the element you are searching. So here we are having the whole container, which will help us to access the inner elements easily without any complications of the outer elements. So just you can take this, copy this element, or you can take this tracking ID events container and you can put it here. So as you can see here, I have used the find elements by ID, and I have used this tracking event container ID text so that I can access the instance of that container element in this container variable. After that we are going to go ahead with the tracking data. So again you can go in the inner elements more deeper into the section. Now here you can see that we have gone to next part, that is the row, and here you can see step by step all the information you are able to access. First you are getting the date, next to that you are getting the time and date of that particular time of that, what was the status of that package, where it was reached, where it was arrived, in which facility, and everything. So as you will move further, these elements in each section of the container are same. So you have to just go ahead and you have to use find elements by, first you have to find elements by CSS selector, and you have to put on the class that is used by this particular div element. Now here you need to understand that all the elements which are having this particular class are being fetched into this tracking data. So you need to run a loop and you need to split each data into lists so that you can work on that data further for more manipulation and more formatting. So here you need to go with the tracking data variable, and until you will get to the last atom in that tracking data you will need to run the loop. Here it is kind of a for each loop. Now those who are new to Python, they need to have some basic knowledge so that they can easily understand what I'm trying to explain. You can also check my Python series, that is I have created 2 videos of Python tutorial, so that also link I'll put it in the description. You go ahead and check it, you'll understand. I have tried to explain that a part very in most simplest manner, so you can go ahead and check it. Next, okay, moving further. So once you get the data, I have split the data and I have appended it in the list. I have created an empty list, and after that I have created a subject variable to pass into the send email function and the tracking list. So we are pretty much clear here that we are sending the tracking list directly, and here once the mail is sent, we can get a success a print, or else we can get the email failed to send if there is any kind of error while sending an email. Now those who are still watching this video and haven't checked out the stock using Python, just one simple tip that I would like to give you. So if you want to use this particular codes, and if you want to try out your Amazon automation part 3 by yourself, you need to allow the less secure apps in your Gmail to make this SMTP code work, or else it will give you an error and Google will not allow you. Now other email services also you can use. You have to just change the um, domain here. Instead of Gmail you can use Yahoo, Rediff, any email. So all the details are already available on the internet. I will try to put it in the description also, so don't forget to check the description for that. And this is pretty it. So this is the basic code for accessing the tracking details and sending it to email. I'll put code in the GitHub, so don't forget to check my GitHub link. Those who are new, please do subscribe my channel for further videos and also for previous videos, so that you can have a firm idea about how the automation part is working for web automation. And another thing is that soon I'm going to start with the hardware videos.
Oh my God.
So be ready for that too, and make sure you have hit the bell icon, and you are assigned for all the notifications. Please check that. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching it. Do like the video, share it, subscribe my channel, and if you have any kind of advices, suggestions, requests, queries, don't forget to add it in the comment box. I'll surely reply to you. And before leaving the video, as I always say, keep innovating guys. Take care. Thank you.